right, troops. Welcome to Actually. My name is Owen. How are you guys? Welcome, J-Man, John, Charlie, Stephen, and Sean. How are you?
Hey, Owen. Glad to be here.
Good to have you all on. Before we continue, I have to show. I showed a couple of guys beforehand about my awesome new shirt.
Behold! It's glorious.
It's the most epic Van Damage ever. So, but also, I have to disagree with Mark when he said, "Oh, you should remove Time Cop and replace it with Kickboxer," and I'm like, "Really though?" Because like Time Cop's one of my favorite Van Damme movies.
But you also can't have Bloodsport and Kickboxer on the same shirt. It's almost the same fucking picture.
Yeah, it's practically the same movie, except Bloodsport's better. Yeah.
That's why I was like, make him Guile from Street Fighter if we have to change it. I just want him having that flex and the American flag right there on his bicep. That.
I'm going to kick that son of a bitch Bison's ass.
So the next Bison wannabe is going to feel it.
Yeah, you have that entire speech tattooed in your arm.
Right. I don't know if that was as strong as it could have been. I feel like that wasn't the next Bison wannabe. Okay.
Really? You're like, oh yeah, I'm kind of embarrassed for how bad the dialogue is, but okay.
That one was it.
We don't care.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about some of the biggest flops of the 90s, obviously focusing more on the action movie genre because that's what we do. Before I watched the Shadow's Edge the other day, Jackie Chan's latest film, and it's the best film he's done since The Foreigner. It's absolutely awesome movie. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Because there's like an opening heist scene, and I was like, okay, it was really cool. And then the pacing sort of slows down for a little while, and then about the halfway point, it just fucking kicks off. And Jackie Chan is 71 years old, and he's doing his fight scenes and stunts. And I was like, I'm tired getting off the couch. I'm like, this fucking guy. I sprained my ankle 3 times just watching this movie. But it was awesome. Definitely one of his better recent movies because he's done a lot of shite like Panda Plan and stuff like that. Well,
that's what I was worried about, that he's going down that route. Like we're done with Badass Jackie, and now I'm glad to hear there's a good one out now.
Yeah, no, this is really, really good. It's one of my favorites of the year. Actually, it's up there with like The Furious. It's funny, most of my favorite movies this year are all like international action movies, but there's still some good North American ones too. So. Yeah. But anything else I've watched? Prisoner of War with Scott Adkins. That was really good. Actually, I like that. I watched actually months ago Day of Reckoning, which I have the review in drafts and I totally forgot to post it, which I'll do at some point. Which was average because he's like in it for like 10 minutes. And it's sort of advertised as like a Scott Adkins movie, and then he appears like a couple of points in it, and then at the end, and you're like, oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, it was an okay movie. You've seen it, John, haven't you? I can't hear you, John.
We can't hear you, John, but it doesn't look like you're on mute.
Yeah, that's weird.
No.
The headphones plugged in.
That's weird.
Yeah, say something.
It doesn't have the icon.
Yeah, it doesn't. It usually has the mute icon, right?
Yeah.
That is weird.
Weird.
Okay, John, you. Well, we'll read your lips. It was a terrible movie. I despise it.
I saw it in the theaters.
Scott Adkins sucks. Wow, that's really harsh, dude. He's been on your channel like 100 times, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Dial back the racism, John. Jesus, come on, man.
This is a family show. Come on.
I couldn't even repeat that. I couldn't even repeat it, Charlie. That's
I know. Like, God. No subtitles for this one on YouTube. Jesus.
Yeah. You think you know somebody, and then they start saying stuff like absolutely ridiculous.
It all comes out years later.
Yeah.
He can obviously hear us because
So if you want to mess around with that for a minute, John, then I'll just talk a lot shit for a bit.
Go out, go in, try replay.
Plug everything. See if that works. Okay. Anyway. So
on the top row.
Yes, you're at the top now. So we're going to start off. So we got the 90s, sort of the big flops, and I kind of hate to say this because I like all of his movies, even when they're flops. But Kevin Costner is kind of you got Waterworld and The Postman, and then even what's that?
He's the big flop king or whatever.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, not something you really want to be, but here we are.
It's because of the budgets behind his.
That's
what makes it worse.
But that's the thing, though, because like he's ambitious. So when I love someone who's ambitious and wants to tell an epic story, like Horizon, I loved. It was great to see an epic western again. I really enjoyed that. Nobody went to see it except me and Ed. And now they're probably never going to release the second movie. If they do, it will just be on streaming. So that's really annoying. But yeah, I mean, like Waterworld was like seen as this massive failure, but there was this like, and even now there is this thing with I don't know if it's like critics or whatever else, but they love to like celebrate a movie that's a flop. It's like they hate seeing someone who's ambitious and trying to do something different with a lot of money, and and they love seeing these people fail. And there's just that mean spiritedness to the menace, particularly the case with Kevin Costner. I was like, you're just jealous because he's talented and you're not.
What year was Waterworld? Do you have that?
94?
I think that was, yeah, that was the first time I was aware as a viewer that, oh, there's these things, budgets, they go over. Like I never, it never occurred to me that was like, well, what do you mean? How can you go over budget? Your budget is your money that you have.
Yeah.
Like, how do
that
you
was
go
the story at the movie, though. And that was most people knew about that controversy.
Yes.
Which wasn't even a controversy before they
was
knew
everywhere.
about the movie.
Yeah, it was on every Entertainment Tonight episodes, all the type of stuff.
And they were loving every second of it.
Oh, for sure. It seemed like they were I went over budget.
Yeah, it's like they were trying to stick it to Costner because he was trying to do this. I mean, fuck, me and my dad still went and we watched the movie and we went, what is everyone talking about? Like, this movie's amazing. It's Mad Max on water. I'm here for it. But it just... people wanted to jump on that bandwagon. So it's not just internet, everybody. We would jump on the bandwagon.
We were assholes before the internet.
Still on covered wagons were jumping on it. But
Charlie, how many Waterworld figures do you have?
I didn't even know there was figures till a couple years ago when we covered it. But I do have the Arrow Ulysses cut of Waterworld, which is the extended directors. Honestly, it's actually really fucking good.
Yeah, there's 3 different versions of it, which I have, and like they're all entertaining. And then the thing is, you go back and you watch it, and people, this movie's terrible, but because it was a flop. And I watched it, and I was like, oh well, look at all these non-blue screen, non-CGI effects, and actual amazing practical action scenes. That plane scene, Dennis Hopper as a villain, beautiful scenery, and just the way it's shot just looks amazing. Great score.
And it was on the water, like it wasn't even in like
a real set.
Yeah, it was one of the things floated away one day, and they had to go and get it back. The main island hub that they were always on. They woke up one day, they're like, "Who the fuck's the chute?" And it was out to sea, and they had to take boats and hook up to it and bring it back. I'm like, that's hilarious, but that's why it went out over budget. That had to be expensive.
Yeah, it's like it's easier to do sand. It's easier to do so my buddy Jay and I went to go see it, and we were like, this was awesome. Like, what are these people talking about? We were like, because like we were walking in thinking, oh, this is going to be brutal. We'll just come and make fun of it, kind of a thing. I was like, this is really good. And the budget, because like Owen said, it's like this high concept. It's like having it on the water and actually being there is super cool. Like it's crazy. And you're like, wow, they really made that world kind of like, come to life or whatever. And I like the recycling, the urine. Like it started off already with doing neat things. Like how do these people function in the world?
Survival stuff.
That was cool.
World built. Like most movies don't world build. Like Mad Max is awesome because they did so much with so little.
Right.
But obviously when you get in the 90s, fuck it, throw money at everything and we'll see what sticks. And they just had Kevin Costner behind it, and he was champion, and they had a good cast. So of course it's going to be expensive, but it's like it was still good. Yeah. But everyone just wanted to jump on that thing of dunking on it. Yeah. And I think it was like 14 or 15. I knew how much people hated about it. And I'm just like getting done watching it, going,
just bandwagon.
People are stupid. Yeah. That's literally the moment when I went, I'm not ever going to listen to critics.
That's exactly, I had that same thought because they never give you an answer. Even now, even at Waterworld. Oh yeah, that was that shitty movie. Give me 5 shitty points on it.
Yeah.
Is not a point.
Did you watch it? Right. Well, no, but I heard. Well, then you can't even form your own opinion, so I'm not going to listen to you at all. Or, I watched it back in the 90s. Have you watched it recently? Have you watched it with fresh eyes and given it the time?
But it was good back then too.
But it was good. I was going to say it wasn't bad anyways.
But there's a lot of times you'll be like, I'm going to go back maybe, and watch it, or wasn't paying attention to it. And you go back, you watch it, going, fuck, that was actually really good. What was wrong with me as a kid? You know, it was just awesome. Like I knew this was going to be our main one to talk about. I think this is actually what started this decision. Was we were talking about Waterworld.
Did you mention it? And I said we should do
one and another one. Yeah, the next one we'll talk about in a minute is another huge one. But yeah, I mean, when you go back and you watch these movies, I think that's the thing, because like so many movies now are crap. It's the thing, like you don't get movies with the sense of scale that you do with that these ones, because you know there was real sets, real action, real set pieces, and like even was it Universal Studios or somewhere did that Waterworld set piece with the plane and the jet skis and all that?
Yeah, Universal,
yeah.
It's still active, or
you want me to put? I'll put it up. I'll put it up for the comments.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh
guys,
yes, please, because I didn't see them there. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh yes, here.
There, you'll start seeing them now. I always forget this. I always remember like halfway through or whatever. It's like I'll put it on.
Yeah.
So if you go to the comments tab at the very top,
I see it. It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see them now. Yeah. And then I put it so everybody on the screen can see them who are watching on different channels.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't believe anybody on this garbage. Like this is like, and this was like popular to hate on it as though like, oh, it went over budget, as though that's somehow a negative.
Like every Marvel movie.
Then it must suck. Yeah.
Then it must suck. Yeah. How did that become a mathematical formula?
No other movie ever went over budget. You know, that's how much they blew it up. Like, oh, this is the first time anything's ever gone over budget. Bullshit.
I think it was just so.
No. Didn't Terminator 2 go over a budget?
It had to have.
And Terminator, I think these went over a budget. Oh yeah, those are terrible movies.
The thing is that we really like they built up Costner with Dances with Wolves, right? Like they basically sucked his dick over Dances with Wolves. Mm-hmm. And what we like to do is we like to build people up and then tear them down. We've done it with Arnie, right? We did it with Arnold Schwarzenegger with T2 and then Last Action Hero. We did it with Costner. That's what they love to do. And eventually today's darling is going to be tomorrow's pariah. It's just how people operate. They're so disingenuous. They don't have any idols. They just have people they want to build up and then tear down because it makes them feel better. Yeah,
exactly. Because they don't have enough talent. Their critics, all they do is just tear other people down. It's like, okay, show me how many scripts you've written. Oh, right, none.
Right.
So
but that's just so weird. That's what today's problem also is too. It's always a metric of, oh, this is how much Disney put into this movie, and here's how much they lost. Or here's what they got to do to make it profitable. Like, yes, they've been put out some bad movies, but also you're kind of like, well, is the movie any good? You know, you're talking about this money and people didn't watch it, but that doesn't mean the movie was bad immediately. That just means people didn't go watch it.
Yeah, the money. None of this translates into anything.
Exactly.
But here's the thing: movies aren't special anymore.
No,
people watch them on their iPhones and iPads. This is why people have accepted the garbage level of movies, because they're not important. Like, we would be waiting for that next movie. Oh, what are we going to go see next week? Like, there's a year where Sean and I did 54. I don't know if I think Sean went to all of them because I'm pretty sure, but we did 54 movies in the year.
Must have.
Yeah. So we would go every Friday, right? We'd pick up Sheldon, right? We'd go every Friday. And then there was a couple of times where we went a second time. So we saw 54, 56 movies in the year. And it's like, what's next week? What? And it was an outing. And if one guy I can't make it. Dude, you can't make it? Get out of it. I might you got to come to the movie. We're going to see this movie. You got to go. And it was special. Movies aren't special. There's so many that come out. You watch them on your phone. You throw them on your, you watch them on the computer, and you're like, oh, this was crap. And then you look up IMDb. Oh, this cost $300 million, and so that means it needs to make $900 million. Like, why are you a mathematician? Why do you care how much it needs to make?
Yeah. Did you like any good?
Yes. Did you like this or did you not like it? If you liked it, awesome. If not, awesome. But what did you think? Don't go to IMDb. Every movie now. Even Marvel movies, which all suck, let's face it. But even as they come out, it's like, it needs to make this much money. It's like, who cares?
Yeah, they're almost telling us the budget in the trailers anymore.
Yeah,
right.
That's kind of what it's feeling like. That I'll know a budget of a movie before it's even the trailer drops half the time. Like, oh, they've sunk so much money. This is going to be the greatest thing you've ever seen. That doesn't make it good. I don't care if you put $1 billion into a movie. It's still got to be good.
Yeah, you got to do so. The mathematics is whatever it says on IMDb, add 1.5 or 110 million to that for advertising, and then take that, add it together, multiply it by 3, and not like, why am I doing math? I'm doing math in my normal job. I don't want to like sit home and then do more math. Oh, what was the budget on that again? Like, who cares? John, can we hear John yet or no?
Yeah, John, can you try talking?
I don't think we've heard him.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight. It was fun. We got to hear.
Bye, everybody.
Catch on the
I'm just happy to participate.
Participation trophy. Let's hand it down to Sean.
Just to jump in. Yes, I liked Waterworld too. Yes, I thought it was a very good movie, and I
hated it.
No.
Oh, we all said it sucked. You messed up. Or
well, this is one of those movies where I was like, I got to a conversation with somebody at work one time, and I was like, well, and I was doing the same thing you're saying, Jay, man. I'm like, why does it suck? And he's like, oh, it was a bad movie, and I'm like, okay, why was it was it too long? Did you find the plot, thin, or and then they can't the only thing I had was a pet peeve. I wish they would have elaborated more on his mutation, where he had the gills. It's I wish they would have shown more of that. That was the only problem I had, because that was cool. That was a cool part, and I thought that they had downplayed that part. But
they did film it though, John. So if you ever do get the chance to watch the Ulysses cut, that's in there. They dig more into his mutation and a lot of the history. It's called the Ulysses cut because that's his name in the movie, but it digs more into that. So I think they did do that, but the movie was already 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, it was a long.
So it was like we got to cut some shit, and get it down.
Is that available? I didn't even.
Yeah, it's on the 4K. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think Blu-ray too, actually. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Then
TV stream too. So yeah, it would have. It would have before it gets disappeared. It's Dustin. It's my other co-host, where he's talking about he was more stoked about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in theaters than anything new that was coming into theaters. And I'm like, I've noticed that. Like, let's put old movies from the 90s in the theater now. And I'm more. I went to go see Batman '89 because I didn't get to see it as a kid growing up. No. I was more excited for that. So was the other 5 people in that theater with me, but still, I was more hyped about that than the new Jurassic Park or any of the new movies that came out this year, because I'm like, I'll see it on streaming in 2 weeks or I'll own it here in a week. It's not an event like J-Man was saying. The event now is dead. There is no. The
only thing last event would have been Barbenheimer. That's
I mean, I can see that. And that was like a weird one. Like that's one of those you can't plan. Like that just sort of happened, and they went, we should roll with this. And both studios went, let's play this up to benefit each other.
That was a total accident.
Yeah, it was a freak accident that worked out for them. But now they're trying to be. That's why we're getting reboots of the shit that was popular in the 90s. More Jurassic Park movies, more of this remake of this, and let's make a new one of these. It's like, no, remember when you liked movies? We're still making them. Like, no, you're not. No, they're shells of their former selves.
Well, it goes by like trailers. Like trailers were events back in the day themselves because you didn't have the internet. I went to movies. It's the whole if I knew like a movie was coming out like further down the road, like an action movie, I'm like, I hope I see the trailer for this movie. And then when I did, it was like, it was like the best thing ever. Now it's like, it's on the internet.
Yeah, it was like people all went to see. I can't remember what the movie was, but for the Phantom Menace trailer.
Yep, I was going to say.
That was the big one.
Meet Joe Black. Meet Joe Black was the one. Yeah.
And you could if you leave.
I went to see Meet Joe Black.
If you leave before like 30 minutes is up or 25 minutes, you can get a refund on a ticket. So people would go in, watch the trailer, and then just leave.
I watched the movie. I stayed. I watched it. Did I like it? No, it wasn't that great of it.
Those first numbers for Meet Joe Black is we're going to beat everything. Oh my God, we're going to be the greatest movie ever. Wait, we refunded how much money?
But even if the movie is good and does well, it doesn't matter anyways because they just move it on. It's like it's just consumed. It's like bubble gum. You had your gum. That was good while it was while I was chewing it. Now it tastes like shit. You spit it out. Well, I got another flavor. Right. And like that's it. Like we would go back. Like you came back. Like I remember we came back from like Terminator 2 or like any of these bigger movies, but even generic ones. I came back from The Crow and I was like, wow, man, that was awesome. It's like, I gotta go see that again. Blade. It's like, oh man, I gotta go see Blade again. Dark City. We're like, oh my God, like what is this?
That was the one I was going to bring up because that was a flop. Dark City, and Dark City is one of my favorite movies.
It's one of the best movies ever, and it's like you're like, oh my God, I got to go see that again. Even the movies that I do like that we see in the theater now that I do like, I walk, I'm like, yeah, that was awesome, and then I quickly like don't care, and then I go right back to an old movie or something else that I've watched 100 times. And I'm like, what should I watch today? Ninja Turtles for the 4 billionth time, or should I try this movie? I'm like, I'll just watch Ninja Turtles.
That's what I do. I know. I say it all the time. Yeah.
I so rarely go back to a new movie, even if I loved it. Even if I'm like, this was great. The last ones are like the John Wicks and the Nobodies. Like the ones pop in.
The one which I can watch easily though is Beekeeper as well. Like I
find that
really
that.
rewatchable.
You're right.
Statham movies are the same. Like Statham movies are all kind of just easy to watch for the most part.
No, that's a good example of a recent one. But I mean, even that is. But I don't know. I don't know how well that movie did. But
did okay. Well, they're making a sequel, so
and the budget, but the budget probably wasn't enormous on that one.
No,
it made money for a reason.
It overperformed. Yes, they were very surprised with that.
Yeah, Terrifier is a good example. I've watched Terrifier 2 a couple of times. So it's like, but these movies where the budgets are small, but they just they're enjoyable. You got to find your audience and just go with your audience. That's all that matters.
It's not trying to make everything for everybody because you can't do that. When you do that, then it's just for nobody.
Yeah.
What was the next movie on your? I think we've done Waterworld.
Well, we've done Waterworld, yeah. So, and then we can talk about The Postman just while we're on Costner.
I liked it also.
I liked it too. Yeah, it doesn't quite have the rewatchability of Waterworld for me. I think it is a bit long and ponderous and could maybe have been cut here and there. But it was a story I hadn't seen told before. I did something new, and I was like, you know what? That's all right. I like it. I definitely had some fun moments. I don't think it deserves the hate either. I think it's all right. What's everybody else think?
Yeah, that was one I remember that me and Dad didn't like rent it as soon as it came out because it was just Kevin Costner, the Postman. The cover didn't tell you a whole lot. We ended up watching it for some reason, like it was one of those days we got it for cheap, realizing it's like a post-apocalyptic movie, and we're just like, holy, I didn't know it was like this. And we finished watching it going, that was actually really good. Have I seen it since that day?
Me neither. I had the same reaction.
Yeah. I only watched it for the first time like a couple of years ago, and I did an article on the site for it because I'd never watched it because people were like, "Oh, everyone's like, oh, yeah, it's terrible," and blah blah blah. And then I watched it, and I was like, "Yeah, it's not terrible. It's better than most of the stuff that's out today." But
it was good.
It doesn't have the rewatchability, and I prefer Waterworld as a movie for sure.
Critics banned it because they were that's the point in time where they're saying Kevin Costner was vain and they thought he was full of himself.
Yeah.
And that may be
true. That's the first Hollywood actor. That's the first one. I was trying to figure. I was just doing a historical piece the other day. I was like, "What was the first vain Hollywood actor?" And thanks, John. I appreciate that. It's Kevin Costner. Now I know.
It's not like he did.
I didn't say it
or anything like that. Beforehand.
Kevin Costner's full of himself. What? I don't know.
Rocketeer.
Yeah, the Rocketeer. Rocketeer's awesome. I love that. I saw that in the theater this time.
So did I.
Like we all did, and I was a kid at the time, and I watched it. And I was like, "This movie's amazing." I watched it a few years ago. I was like, "Yep, still awesome."
I've seen that a bunch of times. It's all awesome. I even watched. There's this guy who does modern trailers, and he did a modern trailer for Rocketeer. I've watched the Rocketeer's modernized trailer about 700 times. It's like so awesome. Like some of these guys, I'm gonna send you some of them. They take these because the old trailers were shit.
Yeah,
and they do these
one of the voiceovers.
Yeah, they do these new ones, and it's like, oh, the Rocketeer, and they did one for Last Starfighter. I was like, oh, this is awesome.
That's a movie I fucking love, but that's 80s, 90s, but
Catherine Master.
Hey Joe,
I'd rather watch it.
Postman, but that was one that I waited on because everyone.
Same here. Everyone's just like, oh my god, it's terrible, and we all held off watching. And that's the thing. It's like they sync these movies before they come out because they want them to, and you wonder, when people are like, are they paid shills or whatever, and you have to wonder that, and you're like, are you being paid to talk this much shit about things or whatever? Because I see like critics today, like giving the shittest Marvel movie like 4 stars or whatever,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I've seen better film on teeth.
You're paid. I also remember, not that we're harping on the Kevin Costner thing, I also remember that was the start of everyone hating that his movies were now getting to 3 hours.
Yeah.
You know, because I remember The Postman was long. Wyatt Earp was long too, wasn't it?
Like, he doesn't do short movies. Yeah, I mean, he is self-indulgent, and he could do with an editor, but but he makes quality stuff. So
he's still got a movie out, and half these other assholes never did. So it's like he's putting multiples, but
I remember because I was doing the video store still at that time. And I remember because those like that Titanic, like were ones that had the dual cassettes. They had 2 cassettes. Yeah. I remember when people would rent it, I'd bring it out to them. They're like, it's 2 cassettes. I'm like, well, after the first cassette's over, go to the bathroom, take a shower, and then come back, and then
start getting your munchies. Alrighty. So the next one is probably the biggest one of all time, Cutthroat Island. And this
that was awesome.
I didn't watch this until a few years ago, and I was like, this movie's fucking better than any of the Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's awesome.
And yet those shit movies made like $1 billion. I'm like, they just released the movie at the wrong time. If they released that before Pirates of the Caribbean or whatever, because I remember before Pirates came out, everyone's like, oh, this is going to be another Cutthroat Island. It's going to die in its arse. It's going to flop. And then it made funny money, ridiculous amounts of money. And I'm like, why? It's like, I find Pirates of the Caribbean, like the first one is boring after 20 minutes. Like, oh right, it's Johnny Depp doing his Keith Richards thing. That's funny, and then the rest of it's not that great. And and I thought that the only movie I actually liked was like Stranger Tides, which is like
that was the best,
which everybody hates.
No. I'm with and Steve. We the fourth one when they dropped all those superfluous characters.
No, the fourth one's
that's my favorite one.
That's the only one I like. Yeah.
I also like the last one too because I like
Penelope Cruz.
Yeah, no, not Penelope Cruz. The one Steve. I never can remember that guy's name.
Oh, okay.
Bardem. Bardem.
Well, I like Penelope
I
Cruz.
love him. I mean, I can watch any movie with him. But man, Cutthroat Island. My aunt is the one that got me into like Star Wars. She had the tapes, and I watched them at my granny's. She bought Cutthroat Island when it came out, and so I would spend many a Sunday after church pop Cutthroat Island in and just watch the hell out of that movie. I never understood the hate that movie got.
No.
I thought it was awesome. It was swashbuckling, ton of great
amazing
jokes,
stunts.
Great soundtracks. But I've got the CD for that.
Music is fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, there was nothing not to like about that. I'm like, I still truly don't know what people don't like about that movie
because they can't articulate it.
It had a big budget, Charlie. That's why, heaven forbid, something comes
oh my God, it spent money, and we could have given that to an Oscar movie that no one will fucking watch.
Charlie, could have given it to me,
Oscar
though.
Movie you watched? I don't know, Sylvester Stallone and Oscar. I don't fucking watch Oscar movies.
That one's not that good. Right?
Listen,
that was the joke. It's Oscar movie that Charlie.
I don't think that movie's that bad either. That's to be honest.
It's funny.
I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was kind of
like
fun.
Johnny Dangerously in movies like
that.
Those are funny.
I thought, I don't know.
Listen, Cutthroat Island turned Matthew Modine into a badass. So
he's badass in that.
And Gina Davis is hot. You're like, she's hot.
We're all in love with Gina.
It's like,
of course, The Long Kiss Goodnight as well. Of course, that was a flop, and that was fucking amazing.
That was awesome too.
Man, it's a Christmas movie. Jesus, come on.
Yeah. Action Christmas movie. Exactly.
I remember my dad rented the Long Kiss Goodnight, and he always watched it before I would watch it at that time. He brought me into the room. He rewound it, and it's when she takes the cigarette from the kid, and she's like, "If you tell anyone, I will fucking kill you," or whatever. And the kid like pisses himself. Funniest thing, he got done watching. He's like, "Yeah, you can watch it. Just go ahead." But I will always remember that he loved that one scene so much. He's like, "Come here, this is hilarious." You know what? I never smoked after that. I don't want some lady coming and threatening to kill me with a knife.
The score by John Debney is absolutely fantastic, particularly the opening scene, just whenever you see the ship and everything, just this epic choral music comes on. I'm just like, oh my God, we're going on an adventure. Awesome. I mean, how many movies these days do you watch where you feel like you're going on an adventure somewhere? I mean, where you're swept away. And I was like, I don't remember that. too much.
Nope.
I mean,
Lord of the Rings were the most,
which was 20 odd years ago. So
right. It's not even, they're more modern to us guys, but it's also like that was a while ago, fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
that crazy. Well, no. Yeah. What about the third Hobbit? That can't be that old.
No, the Hobbit movies aren't that old. No. Yeah.
That was 2014.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's still over a decade.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, what the hell? But the problem is, time stopped in 2020, and like I'm still in March 2020, and like everybody else is too. And I'm like, but it's 2025. I'm like, no, it's not. Stop lying.
Dude, I'm still in 2005. The 80s were only 20 years ago.
The 80s are always 20 years ago. I don't care what anybody says. The 80s are 20 years ago. I've still got a working VHS player right there. So.
Time was wrong, man. The time is not relative. It was just 20 years ago. That's it. Period.
Yeah.
So, Highlander 2, one of my favorites.
Yeah, Highlander 2 was not.
Highlander 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's another one.
Hate.
Yeah, the Renegade cut is cool. Which I like. I will say this is the only time I have ever said this ever is that Michael Ironside is kind of terrible in it, and he said so himself. He said it's his worst ever performance because he's so over the top a few times. No, but even then, I still love him anyway because it's Michael Ironside.
I love him. I love every second of him in that movie. He's the best. It's like super.
I love all Highlander movies. It's Highlander. I was like, it's fucking great. Yeah.
And is his name Katana in it? Katana. His name is I was like, that's like the baddest name ever.
Right. and Sean Connery's back. Ramirez is back, and he goes to the shop to get the big tailor, to get the big custom suit, and he's like, we're the oldest tailor shop in Scotland. He's like, well, good, because I'm the oldest man or something. He's like, if you say so. If you say so.
And that is the one movie where he says, "Greetings, Highlander," and that's how we say that in Scotland all the time to people because of that movie. It's like, "Greetings, Highlander."
It was also one of the first movies that I remember watching and then going back and re-renting it and going, did I watch this movie? Why does it feel like a new movie? Because I ended up renting both versions of it separately. But God, I don't even know which one I like best. I can watch any of the versions. There's actually 4. I think we did the count not long ago.
Really?
There's like 4 versions.
I like the Red Sky Renegade, not the Blue Sky Renegade.
Yes, that's what I've seen. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not available really properly anywhere. Only the Blue Sky version is the best looking version that you could watch is the Blue Sky. Which I love that it was a red sky. That was so cool. It's so weird and neat.
It felt otherworldly. It felt well. You got the one. It's the one that eliminated them being aliens. They made them into.
That's the Renegade.
That's the Renegade, and then you had so that's the 2 different skies. But the other cuts are all of the cut material from like the English cut from England. They put it all back in the movie, and that ended up being its own cut.
And that was a Blue Sky version.
I forget what version the sky was in that one, but I think it's Blue Sky and all but one is that. But also that movie was destined to become a flop because most of it was funded by cocaine. So that exactly. But
pay for one of Sean Connery's summer homes, so that was a good thing.
It did.
Good. I mean, Sean Connery deserves that summer home.
Yeah. Exactly. He earned it. There's a great book of.
Does it have shingles? I love it.
My summer home.
I love this yard.
Mr. Connery, do you feel that you deserve this?
I do. I'm fucking Sean Connery.
Are you Sean Connery? Wait a minute. I am Sean Connery. Yeah.
I remember there's a book. I think I gave it to you, Jay. Or
I have it. It's awesome.
Yeah, and it's the making of it. And there's a story of filming the first Highlander, and there's like they're filming something, and then this golf ball bounces onto the set, and it was like one of the stuntmen or something like that was playing golf in the background, and the scene stopped, and Sean Connery goes, "Oh, I should stop scene." And you're like, "Oh God, he's going to be pissed because they ruined the scene." And Sean Connery goes up to the guy. And the guy's like, "Oh, sorry." He says, "Oh," he says, "Are you playing golf?" He says, "Yeah, we're just practicing because we're going to the golf course shortly. So I'll come with you." So they all fuck off and go and play golf instead. And I was like,
"Can you imagine how awesome that is?" So Sean Connery's just hanging out with you, like, he's coming.
yeah, we're just gonna go play golf. That's just awesome. So Highlander 2 is another guilty pleasure. Now this next one is mixed, but I'm pretty sure everybody loves it as well. Hudson Hawk was like the first big failure for Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Now, This is a movie I have a love-hate relationship with. It depends what mood I'm in. Some days I'll watch it and I'll be like, oh, this is really funny. I love this movie. And then other days I watch it, I'm like, God, this is so fucking annoying. Like, I understand why this one was a flop, because the humor is kind of out there, but at times it's very much my humor as well. Like Bunny, Ball, and Sure Yogi, and all these sort of moments. I love all that sort of stuff. But yeah, there are things in it where I'm sort of like, I understand. So what do you guys think of it?
Okay, check this out. You ready? Never saw it.
Oh, wow.
Really?
I've never seen. So
I have a spare DVD of it. I'll give it to you.
All right. Yeah. I've not seen. So that came out and everybody was like, no, it's terrible.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it kind of looks kind of neat. No, this is really awful. And I've just been literally worse than Star Trek 5. Like, this is like the most beaten, because I love Star Trek. After I watched Star Trek 5, I was very angry at everybody that said that wasn't good. But Hudson Hawk, so I've seen bits of it here and there. Yeah. And I'm like, it looks like I think I might like this. No, it's terrible. It's terrible. My mom is I think my mom sees every Bruce Willis movie in the theater. Bruce Willis and Mel Gibson are her two favorites. So she saw every movie in the theater. And I can't remember if she liked it or not. I think she liked it anyways, just because she's like, oh, it's Bruce Willis and it's fun. But everyone was like, no. And you'd go to rent it. And they'd be like, oh, are you sure you want to rent this, kid? Because this is like really awful. That's fake. But
I saw it in theater. When did it come out? I must have been 13 or something.
92.
Wow.
Okay, so I was older than that. I thought it was awesome. I don't know. I thought it was a lot of fun. And it's funny because I wasn't paying attention to what's flopping and what I didn't know anything about
we didn't care back then.
And I thought it was cool. And the theater was packed and they all laughed. And there's a part where the one guy, Kit Kat, who can't speak, he can only speak with little messages. Yeah. And he gives it to Andy McDowell at the end when he's dying. He's and it says, "I always liked you," and the audience went, "Aw," and everyone was into it. So then a week later, I'm watching. Joan Rivers had a show, and I was watching the Joan Rivers show, and she had this whole monologue, and then she puts a picture of Bruce Willis up, and he's like, oh, like that, and she goes, oh, that's Bruce Willis looking at the returns for the weekend of Hudson Hawk. And I was like, oh, people don't like this movie? It bombed? I didn't know that. I thought it was pretty cool. It is wonky. Everyone's named after a chocolate bar or something. It's really stupid, but like, it's fun, man. I don't know.
It's one that I do get why people dislike it, though. It is an acquired taste, I think.
I was gonna say I agree with Owen. Like, this is one that you have to be in the right mood. I got the Kino Lorber of it that they released not too long ago, but that is definitely one where you've got to be in the mood to watch it, because it's a little zany at times, but it's also memorable. Like, it's a lot of fun. I kind of watch it. It's around the same time I feel like watching Dick Tracy or movies of that kind of thing. Like, Hudson Hawk just fits. And like Sean was saying, or J-Man, my mom and dad loved Bruce Willis movies. They watched him from Moonlighting and on.
I watched Moonlighting with my mom.
Exactly. That would be awesome.
Loved Moonlighting.
You're watching just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. But so they would watch anything that came out. My mom didn't like Die Hard just because of the language, but so Hudson Hawk would come out, and I don't remember mom and dad being like, "Oh, that was terrible. We're not going to watch it again." Like, it was just one that if it was on television, I know it played on TV all the time. Like Network would play it, and they would watch Hudson Hawk. So I got fond memories of it. Not one I don't think I watched it since I got that Kino Lorber 2 or 3 years ago.
I watched it a few years ago. It was okay. Frank Stallone's in it.
This is all sounding really good. And I like chocolate bars. I like pretty much any chocolate bars. So
you probably enjoy it. So I have a spare DVD of it, and I was going to give it to Goodwill, but I'll give it to you. And
I'll take it. Why not?
This is one I never cared for. I saw it once when it came out on home video, and I wasn't prepared for how ridiculous the humor was. Like, at the end, when he's like, will you play Nintendo with me? And she's like, I'd love to play Nintendo with you. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, because Nintendo's awesome. See, I
wasn't prepared for a Bruce Willis movie with that level of humor,
Yeah.
And I cut my teeth on Zaz and Evan Costello and all the classic comedy guys, and this just seemed like inferior comedy to me, with guys who couldn't execute the vision. So that's why I saw it once, keep in mind I was around 15, so I haven't gone back and revisited it. Maybe my opinion would change, but that when I saw it, didn't like it. I understood on that one why people were saying.
Yeah, same here. Yeah,
I mean, I see it. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, John, what do you think?
I've only seen this once, so I really don't have I mean, I just remember watching it when it first came out, and I was just like, okay, Die Hard. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, John, I'm very surprised. This is crazy.
Yeah, movie you don't like.
What are you surprised about? I have a lot of movies I do not like.
This is why you go last on these, because you like everything.
I just don't write about movies I hate because I don't want to waste the time. That's all.
It's more
you
fun.
get the interactions though, John. Jeez,
you do. Okay, well, I hated this movie. This movie sucked balls, man.
Wow, I'm sure this is shocking. Oh my goodness.
I'm seriously, I've only seen it the one time. I could revisit it, I guess, but I've never thought about it. So, wow, that's harsh. All right, I get it.
Look, I'll admit
at you. We got to keep you in that corner all the time.
Yeah,
that actually went perfectly.
I will admit, my Kino Lorber was to get to the free shipping, so it's kind of like,
oh my god,
get the free shipping.
Can we put everyone below?
You need to spend $25 more. What can I do?
Now I'm really upset that I haven't seen this because it feels like I could really add something to this conversation, but I can add nothing.
I mean,
I have a part 2, and we can just agree.
I remember laughing sometimes, but it just wasn't like I guess I was too much into. I wanted to see Bruce Willis do his John McClane thing, and at that time, and I was just, and I understand he was trying to do different things and stuff like that, and plus like there's Blind Date with Kim Basinger that he did, and I was just like, oh my god, I was like,
my mom saw that in the theater.
I remember that. Yeah, I saw that.
So I mean, because it's weird because he did start from Moonlight, which is what I started watching him, and I love moonlighting. So at the time, it just what he was doing comedies, but they just weren't the right comedies. I mean, he was funny. He's funny.
He's a funny guy.
He's a funny guy. He's funny, but then the rest of the movie, you're just like, I don't know what you're trying to do with this there. So
I think he got better as it went. Like whenever he got into the Longest Yard movies, the whole 10 yards or whatever it was.
He did the Matthew Perry. Those are funny.
Those were better than
or even the Red movies were funny.
I was gonna say the Red, both of them giving them that comedy angle work. Yeah.
Actually, Adam mentions their fair game from 1995, Urban Legend of Michael Bay.
No, that's I've seen that a few times.
Best thing about it, Mark Mancina does the score. I love the music. It's kind of like Speed. The best thing about it is Cindy Crawford, obviously, but controversial. I was always more of a Claudia Schiffer guy growing up rather than Cindy Crawford.
I could see that. I had Cindy Crawford behind my bedroom door because when Mom would open it, nothing on the wall. When she closed it, Cindy Crawford in the yellow bathing suit right there.
Yeah, and your box of Kleenex there.
Hey, Charlie, you're very no one ever thought of that trick.
Yeah, you are a genius among men.
I only bring it up because when Dad gave me the poster, he's like, put it on the back of your bedroom door.
Oh, you're brilliant.
I'm sitting there going, why?
Pass down the tradition.
He's all
right, son.
Mom, walk in here. She opens the door. Yeah. Does she ever close it while she's in here? No. Put it together, boy. I'm like,
so you went to your son and you're like, son, Sydney Sweeney poster. Make sure you put it like whoever the girl is now. I don't know who it is.
I'd be sitting in his room with him. Like,
the times have changed. You're like, you've got Sydney Sweeney's poster.
Yeah, that's
you've got it. On the back I got two. Son, I got two posters. We can both have one. Now.
I actually have a funny story about Fair Game. I didn't see the entire movie. My dad rented it. I walked in when William Baldwin was having sex with Cindy Crawford in the. I think
that's the best scene.
The train.
In the what the hell, the train car, right?
Yeah.
I walked in, I saw it, and I'm like, okay. I walked out, and he's like, "You're not gonna watch the rest." I'm like, "I've already seen the best scene. Nothing will beat this." So I'm going to be watching the rest.
And I love how she actually delivered on the goods as well, and she actually got naked in it.
You're watching the first part of the movie. Like, is she gonna get like? Oh my god, she got naked.
The one sniper is looking, then he looks out of the scope and he's like, oh.
Yeah, but no, I mean, it's not an amazing movie, but it's all right. Once again, it has some good practical action. It's funny. You go back and watch these movies, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, these were terrible," and then you go back in time, and you're like, "Yeah, but it's still better than most of the shite we see today."
Well,
that's the thing.
You're right.
I remember everybody was ripping on her acting too. It's like, I got some C movies over here with some ladies you should watch. Like her acting is Oscar caliber. She wasn't that bad at it. I mean, she did okay. I mean, I wasn't watching this movie like, oh my God, I can't watch her acting anymore. I mean, I thought she was, and William Baldwin was cool. Like they're trying to make him an action star at the time. And I thought he did a good job with it. I mean, it's a knockoff of like all those other cop movies that they were making, but it's still had good, like you said, it had good action, practical action, good score, and she got naked. So.
Yeah, and it was adapted by the book Fair Game, which was also adapted into the movie Cobra, starring Sylvester.
Yes, Cobra.
Yeah, another movie that was associated.
They're related. Yes, they're connected. Yeah.
So there we are. So Fled comes to mind. Yeah, Fled. I remember that. Lawrence Fishburne.
Wow, I haven't seen that movie.
I haven't seen it. Yeah,
I can see the cover of the VHS in my head. As soon as that,
they're running.
Running.
I remember
tunnel-looking thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember them jumping off. Was it a bridge or something like that? I haven't seen it for a few years. And I remember when there's really obvious stunt doubles in it, though. I remember really noticing. I was like, oh wow, that's definitely not them. So I remember that. Yeah, Fair Game. Is that not even on Blu-ray yet? Yeah, that's why I don't.
Fair Game? No, I don't think so. No.
I have it on VHS.
And isn't it like super fast too? It's like 85 minutes or something like that. So it's like whoosh, it just breezes by. Like it was,
Yeah.
Which makes sense because there's not much to it, but it's like
I'm thinking I might have it on one of those like big collection like DVDs they were selling.
I have it on DVD. I have the DVD of
I may actually have that on DVD, not Blu-ray though, but
the thing is there are different kinds of flops. There's the Kevin Costner ones where they're aiming high, they're putting a lot of money behind it, there's a lot of creative people, a lot of talent, and then it just doesn't find the audience. And there's these which they flop because even if they didn't flop, they wouldn't have been super successful. So it's not as fun to beat these up.
That's fair. Yeah.
People like beating up it's like, oh, Postman and fucking Waterworld, that was trash and all that. Nobody says Fair Game is trash because they don't even know about that movie or care about it.
Yeah, that's
so it's not on their radar. It flopped because, people didn't care. Oh, Cindy Crawford didn't bring enough people in, I guess. I thought it was fun. Like,
is it entertaining? Yes, it's entertaining. And it's harmless.
Does she get topless in it? Yes.
That's what made it get rented all the time. Like that was
the same scene in the VHS is worn out.
That was around the time she was turning down Playboy's offers to do the magazine. She was also in the whole thing with Kathy Ireland. Like that was the two.
Oh, Kathy Ireland.
Everybody was like wanting one or the other to get naked or something. But but I agree with Jay, man.
Claudia all the way.
Claudia's classic. Like Claudia is just.
She's classic. Yeah, she's.
She also had the '80s for that build up, and then into the '90s, she worked out really good.
Yeah. How about talk about Wild Geese?
Wild Geese.
Yeah, Wild Geese is great. I'm happy to talk about it, and a sequel. We could do that.
Wild Geese too.
Let's see.
To a flop? I don't know.
Yeah, it was infuriating. I always loved RoboCop 2 though. RoboCop 3 is kind of crap, but even then, I still enjoy RoboCop 3 as well. So I'm like, whatever.
He fights a ninja.
He gets a jetpack.
Yeah, it did suit. RoboCop 2 didn't make as much, I suppose, but
I think it did good opening weekend because it was obviously everyone's hyped to go watch it, but then it tapered off.
Yeah, but Kane was fucking awesome though. Like Kane, the robot, is fucking one of the coolest things ever. Still,
yeah, that robot's my favorite robot.
Yeah, it's so cool because he's kind of like Maximilian from the Black Hole. The Black Hole is another
Black
awesome
Hole. Maximilian's awesome too.
Robots are just cool. Like, all right, that's just all it is to it.
Well, I read the first I read 25% of Frank Miller's actual RoboCop 2. It's bloody insane. Frank Miller's completely mad. It's like, you thought this was what was going to be put on this screen. You're crazy. It's like super messed up stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, Frank, you're crazy. I don't know. I think I gave the comic to. I
read it a while ago.
Yeah, you had it right. It's like, is this guy crazy? I'm like, Frank, no. It's like it was like worse than Sin City, but before Sin City was a thing, and it's still a mainstream movie. Even though RoboCop's pretty rough. The first movie's pretty rough, especially for 1989 or whatever it was, right? Like it's pretty rough, but this comic book is like hyper rough. I'm like, this is not happening. Like children being like murdered and all this is like, this is not going to be happening in RoboCop 2, Frank. Oh, they changed my vision. Yeah.
You were still You were still in the movie, Frank. Okay, you still cashed
You were in the
check.
movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's the guy that makes Nuke in the trailer, and his name is Frank in the movie.
Yeah.
No acting required.
I see what they did. I know what that means. What is it? What are they saying? I know what that means.
Exactly.
I know that reference. Yeah,
I know that reference.
I've been hiding it, but I'm wearing a flop of the '90s, and it would be a big one.
Escape from LA, of course.
Escape from LA, man.
One of the greatest movies of all time. Is that the one that you're referring to?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's John Carpenter. John Carpenter didn't make shit movies, so
That's
I'm sorry.
right.
But everyone accused him of after Halloween. Like
lies. It's terrible lies.
They just wanted to do it. The Thing was a flop. His remake of The Thing, and it's one of the best movies ever made. So,
yeah. No, it's a lie. It's a total lie. Escape from LA is awesome.
I love Escape. I mean, it's got Bruce Campbell in it, Peter Fonda.
Some of the effects are crap, but the rest of the movie is fucking awesome. Great score, everything else, and that opening earthquake scene is really well done too.
Is awesome.
And to me, this is the Plissken I picture when someone says like Snake Plissken. Like I visualize the one from LA because it just looked cool. He's a hologram at the end.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my god!
Cool.
The trailer. Does anybody remember the trailer when that came out? And they're like, "No smoking, no that," and you're like,
"And he has to shoot."
Really beginning to annoy me. Yeah.
So I Escape from New York's my top 5 favorite movies. So I was sitting in the theater, and it says before the movie begins, we like to give you the rules. It's like no smoking, no talking. It's like no red meat. All marriages must be approved by like the government. I'm like, what the hell's going on? What is this? And then Snake came on with the patch, and I was like, are they making a fucking part 2? I'm getting chills now.
Yeah.
While I'm talking, I'm like, I don't even know what movie I watched. The rest of the whole time we walked, I was like, there's going to be a part 2. There's Escape from LA. I can't believe it. This is crazy. I was dying over it. And I love that movie. I watched it every Saturday for about a year. I've memorized Escape from LA, and I love New York as well.
Yeah.
Both of them. And my buddy, there's a guy who didn't know there was New York. He had only seen Escape from LA. And I was like, oh, have you seen Escape from New York? He's like, oh, is that a sequel to LA? I'm like, no. So that's part 1.
To be fair, it starts just like New York does. Like
it starts the same.
A ton of backstory. I will admit, we recently did New York, and I'm like, this movie's a lot slower than I remember.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a masterpiece. I love every frame.
I am a John Carpenter mark as far as this other stuff. Christine's my all-time favorite horror.
Sure.
Like I just love that one. But I always rented LA. Like me and Dad watched it, and it was like, this is way fun. He did kind of roll his eyes at the hang gliding and the surfing.
And surfing, like those scenes are terrible, but the rest of the movie is awesome.
But you know what? I watch it now, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's gonna surf. I just love that.
It's cool.
Or the scene where he has to keep making baskets. I mean,
that's awesome.
He did in real time.
He made those shots. Yes, he did. Yeah,
like that's even more bad because he's Snake Plissken. That's why.
That's right. Exactly. That's exactly right.
He put the patch on, man. That's why. It's like
and Cuervo Jones is going to shoot him anyway.
Superpower.
Cuervo is like, nobody escapes this city. Like,
no.
Yeah, I hate how they were talking about remaking it, and thankfully it didn't happen. Just like the Big Trouble in China remake, and I'm like, don't bother with Dwayne Johnson. Like, fuck off. No. So thankfully they all fell through, and just leave him because nobody's better than John Carpenter, so don't even try. So just leave.
And it's been proven. Look at all the new Halloween movies.
Yeah, look at Halloween. Exactly.
Just leave it alone, man.
I can't do it. I know they're trying.
Yeah, Lockout would have been the same. Yeah, that Lockout was good with Guy Pearce.
They got sued,
and he won. Yeah.
Yep.
So
we saw that in the theater. Sean and I were.
Where have I seen this movie before?
Oh, it is straight up Snake.
Totally
Snake Plissken. Yeah.
He should have wore a patch like on the other eye.
And then his name's Marion Snow. It wasn't Marion. A little nod to Cobra as well. So that movie's awesome, though.
Here's a shotgun. Don't talk to strangers. I mean, it's just like, I love that movie. Like, the first time I watched it, I didn't realize it was PG-13, and I went, "Wow, that kind of sucked." I've gone back since then and went, what the fuck was I thinking? This movie is brilliant, and I love every second of it.
Wait, also, it was PG-13.
They have an unrated version.
Yeah, I saw uncut in the UK. So because it's got a Scottish bad guy from Glasgow. So
the one we got when he puts the explosives on the guy's neck, they cut the camera away, and you just hear the explosion go off. Like you don't really get to see the head pop. And
no, I've only ever seen the version with the exploding head. Oh, there we are. Interesting.
Yeah.
So it was that, and that's what I was more upset with because I thought I was watching an R-rated movie. But now I watch it going, this movie's brilliant. I love every second of this movie.
The best Pliskin movie we never got. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Before anybody says it.
Yeah, Guy Pearce should have been an action hero. Like
that
guy.
He was great. He's done some great roles. Yeah.
He did like a Matthew McConaughey in Reign of Fire, which Dustin brought up earlier, which is also still considered a flop.
The reason why I haven't mentioned Reign of Fire is that I actually want to do a show on that in a few weeks. So, because I want to watch it again.
I love it.
Yeah, so do I. So that'll be a good one to talk. So on to one of the major big flops is The Last Action Hero, of course, with Arnie, which is another one of the big ones. And this is another, we've already done a stream on this, so we don't need to focus on this movie for too long. But at the time, I remember enjoying it. Yeah, but loving it, and I was like, it was good, but I didn't worship at the altar. But then over time, I grew to love it, and I was like, this movie was way ahead of its time. It did meta before meta was cool, before Scream did it. And going back, whenever you've been, Jurassic Park, Doomed, Last Action Hero, I think that's exactly right.
That's fair.
And it was new and fresh, but I mean, there's some good action, and particularly as we've watched so many action movies over the years, particularly the recent years, and then you go back and you watch it, and you're like, no, this film's actually genius, just the way it references so many things to the trope. And it did kind of kill the action hero as a genre, really, because they made fun of it so much. They couldn't really do the same thing, so they had to like change the characters. So you didn't really have the lone badass type character for a while. They kind of have it, since then, like Jason Statham characters or whatever. But for a while there, you really couldn't. Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, what do you guys think of Last Action?
That one came out when I was the perfect age. Like that movie was made for me and my dad to watch. Like that dad had the history of all the action movies they're parodying. I'm the kid. I'm in Danny's shoes. I'm experiencing the movie like Danny is, and it worked. Like Last Action Hero was another one that I was like, what do you mean it flopped? Like what I am not seeing that everyone else apparently is seeing? What am I reason
for it to flop at all?
Exactly. I mean, and the fact that Arnold was full on into this, John McTiernan was full on into this when it started. Then all of a sudden, then they start poo-pooing it because it didn't make money. But I'm like, motherfuckers, there's interviews of you guys praising what you were making. You're like, you were the only people that could have pulled this off, and you did. But there's
all kinds of behind the scenes stuff, though. So there's kind of like rewrites and stuff like that. So there was all kind of behind the scenes issues. So it's amazing the film actually turned out as good as it did.
That's true. But to me, it's still one I hold dearly to me. That's one of my early action movies that really kind of solidified me in what my fandom is of these.
Yeah. Anybody have anything else to say about Last Action Hero?
We all love it, I think. So.
Yeah, we all guess so. Right. This is another one where it wasn't like a huge budget, but Tank Girl.
Got my Tank Girl.
Oh, I got it all, man. All of it.
J-Man and I ordered those at the same time.
I have everything.
I only watched it for the first time a few years ago. I never saw it when it came out. I was just like, it was another flop, and I was like, wait, is that Ice-T as a kangaroo? What the fuck?
Oh,
and then I watched it a few years ago, and I was like, yeah, okay, that was all right. So, okay, right. Yeah, we haven't discussed it before, so go nuts, guys, and talk about it.
Oh, no, that was another movie that came out to the right time, to the right demographic of me reading those comics, like Judge Dredd and all those. So Tank Girl came out, and Lori Petty was also amazing too, because you'd seen her in half a dozen other movies at the time, like In the Army Now and some of the other ones that she had done. So I knew who she was. She, to me, is still Tank Girl. Like, yes, J-Man got the sign.
I got.
Oh, nice. Show teeth.
I asked her to write that.
It's another one of those, one of my favorites that I can actually see what some people didn't like about it, because it definitely, you gotta have, there's definitely its own flavor.
It's wacky.
It's wacky. It went to its own, the beat of its own drum, and just did what it wanted to. And if you didn't read comics or anything close to it, you'd been like, why is everyone on crack right now in this movie?
That was me when I was kind of watching it. I was there like, huh? But I still enjoyed it anyway.
Yeah, if you go into it knowing it's just way over the top, Malcolm McDowell is just an amazing villain in that movie. The kangaroos also catch people off guard. Like,
from the hey, hold on, it's from the comics.
It's in the comics. It's accurate. You know, I don't know if she slept with one in the comics, but it's alluded to in the movie.
Yep.
But I like it. You know, J-Man got it and I got it. We got the umbrella, like
the umbrella super
of it. The super edition, got the booklet, everything that comes with
it. I saw it in the theater with Jay, Sean, not this Sean, the other Sean, and his dad. And if you know Sean, and if you know Sean's dad, then you know that if you don't share their opinion, you guys all sit around here. Here's the other thing. I gotta hold on a second. You guys all say, "Oh, if you don't agree with Jay, there's going to be this big issue." If you think it's tough against me, it is 7 times that against Sean and his dad. And so we walked out of that theater and Jay hated it. And Sean and his dad were like, that was the worst piece of garbage I've ever seen in my life. I was like, you guys are all dumb. That was a masterpiece. What? The entire ride home, me versus all. And I don't care. This is like the guy's father. I'm yelling back at the father. I'm like, I'm not giving up. The whole way. I came home. I went to the video store. I begged the guy to sell me the VHS tape. I begged him to give me the poster that came with the V8, like the I got that poster framed right there. Yep. I got the cassette soundtrack, then I got the CD soundtrack, then I got the DVD of it, which was like a crappy kind of a DVD. Then I got the Blu-ray of it. Then I got this super edition Blu-ray of it. I have her autograph. I love Tank Girl. This is a great, and I've read like 2 Tank Girl comics. I don't know. I didn't read much of the comics, but I love this movie and everyone hates it. And I think the more they hate it, the more it makes me like it because I feel as though I know something that you don't. And it's just there's some movies like that where I feel like, hey, I caught on. I figured it out. You didn't, right?
Right. I am also in on the joke. You know.
Yes, I know you're in on it.
Stupid. You don't understand the joke. You don't understand the masterpiece that they're.
Yes, but every line is so. I still use lines. I use this today. It's been swell, but the swelling's gone down. I always use that. I love that line. I love. She's like. I see. I'm looking at that big booger in your nose, and I think you should pick it out with this finger right here. It's like so. It's like she's explaining.
I remember that.
That's super funny. Water and power. And he's like, "Say I won." She's like, "Okay, I won." That's fun. I know. And Jet Girl. What's her name? Naomi Watts. Jet Girl. That's cool.
Only recently found out that they filmed Submarine Girl and they cut her completely except for one like 5-second scene in the movie. I'm like,
they cut Sub Girl.
Never even realized she was even in the movie.
Yeah. So I love it. And if everyone hates it, that's fine. I don't care.
Yeah, I should say, like, in the 90s, almost every single superhero or comic book movie tanked at the box office.
The Phantom and the Shadow.
Phantom, Steel, Shadow.
Super Mario Brothers.
Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd was
the biggest one of all is probably Batman Mask of the Phantasm, which today is hailed as one of the best big screen Batman movies ever made. No one watched it. No one cared.
I watched it.
And then the next decade was a different story, but
Well, Cisco and Ebert reviewed it late. Mask of the Phantasm. They reviewed it late. They didn't. It's for some reason. I don't know if it just didn't come out in time for people to hype it up because I didn't see it in the theater. I somehow
me neither. I saw the ads for it.
I didn't.
It even went in 2 weeks.
I always thought it was a straight to video. I didn't.
I only remember seeing the VHS. That's all.
It had a clamshell. I remember.
Yes, I've got.
It was the big one.
It was the big one.
It was awesome. But
when did that even come out? Look, Sean and I went to go see Batman 66, and so counting that movie, I've seen every Batman thing ever in the theater. Like, there's never one Batman thing I'll ever miss, or Superman. From Superman 3, never missed anything. But somehow Mask of the Phantasm, and I remember thinking, I was like, oh, wow, this is cool. And I watched it like, this was awesome. And they're like, oh, that was in the theater. When was that in the theater?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Spawn's another one. It got
Spawn bombed as well.
I just got my arrow of that. That came in.
Oh, is that out now? Oh,
it is out, boys. Oh, I
got it pre-ordered.
I've only got a DVD.
That was an immediate because I was the same. I only had the DVD, which I did have the unrated cut.
It was that clip.
The clip.
Latch,
It was the clip latch. But dude, and that's another one I'm still like I get it. It's not an exact thing of the comic, but it was a movie and it was awesome. It was
Ebert liked that one too.
Ebert liked it, and McFarlane was there. He was part of it, so it's not like they took it away.
The suit
from
designs
him.
are great.
Oh, it's exactly clown. Violator looks
exactly
good.
the comic.
Yes.
Yeah, the problem was that the effects just weren't up to it at that point. But that's because it was early days CGI. And it's annoyed me that they've taken so long to do another one. They keep talking about, they're going to do this new movie. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And then it never comes out. I was like, it's never happening.
It is being filmed, but they're like taking forever on, probably in post-production. But
it's probably McFarlane issue.
No. Listen. Todd McFarlane comes on with this lie every few months. He posts, and I follow him, and he's like, "Okay, guys, Spawn updates. Spawn update. I can't do the voice.
I know, but he has
Spawn update. And it's like, Todd, stop lying. It's like, just release the next figure.
That was from day one after that movie in the letters page of Spawn.
Right, it's still a lie.
The whole run.
He's still
giving updates. From
Sean, it's issue 360 now of Spawn. Oh, it's coming, guys! Stop it! You've been saying this.
Like, okay.
If he's making,
I got tactical Spawn
photos.
See, that came out, but not the movie.
I want to see tactical Spawn. I want to see a movie with tactical Spawn in it.
Breakdown.
I just got the 4K of that recently. Actually,
that's
great.
I haven't watched that one in a while.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, you know the one that they totally redid with Gerard Butler? Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's already like a movie that's been done multiple times because based on The Vanishing.
Which I have The Vanishing as well. I like Breakdown because it's Kurt Russell, so I like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And JT Walsh. JT Walsh is always a great villain.
Oh, I remember in the theater getting pretty worked up.
Yeah,
this is when movies could get me worked up. I'm sitting there, I was like, F this guy. When he went back, he's like, I don't know who you are. I don't know who your wife is. I was like, are you effing joking right now? I was like, this guy's dead. It's like, I'm gonna beat the fucking information. I'm gonna get the golden ticket and I'm gonna walk into that screen and beat the crap out of that guy. You saw that woman. You just saw her, you liar.
Wait, Memoirs of an Invisible Man was a flop. I only watched that for the first time a few months ago. I blind bought the Blu-ray and watched it, and I watched it and I was like, it was all right.
It was all right, exactly.
I think it is weaker of a Carpenter movie, but even then it was okay because Chevy Chase wanted to do a more serious role, but everyone else was like, oh no, you got to be funny because you're Chevy Chase, and it's kind of all over the place.
So we paid for funny, be funny now. That's a dance monkey dance situation.
Yeah.
Totally, speaking of Kurt Russell, like Soldier Flop too.
That was awesome.
And it takes place in the Blade Runner universe too.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my God.
There's spinners that fall out of the trash ship when it falls. Whenever they drop him onto the planet, and some of the battles are from stuff referenced in Blade Runner. Yep. But that's another movie I absolutely adore, and
I'm waiting for that. That was the first ever DVD I bought.
Best line ever. I'm gonna kill them all.
Yeah. See, just break it down. It's like, okay, look, I'm just gonna kill all these guys. Yeah, exactly. Like, why are you getting into this? This is like, they're all dead. That's it.
Kurt Russell pops out of the water with a fucking minigun. How is that not awesome?
Oh
it's like missing in action. There's like Chuck Norris and Kurt Russell. I'm like, sorry, Kurt Russell drops Chuck Norris. Sorry.
Jason Scott Lee was amazing.
He deserves to be a huge star. Like, I loved him in Dragon, the Bruce Lee story.
So did I.
Dude, I love that movie.
Yeah,
I know it's like fake documentary shit, but I don't care. I love that movie.
But it's not fake anyways. It's proven that it's all real. So it doesn't matter.
He fought a demon in real, the Night Demon, that was real. Yeah.
I agree with that. He did, because it doesn't, that is what happened. So I love that movie.
Well, Gary Busey in Soldier, I loved it. My daddy worked in maintenance. Just all these weird Busey-isms in that movie, worked. And then you had an actor acting. He didn't have words to build up what he was doing. He did it all with emotions, like 50 sentences tops in that thing he had, and it worked. I believed it. Him and that kid, when he teaches that kid to kill the snake.
Jason Isaacs as well. Connie Nielsen from Gladiator as well, I think. Yeah.
Was it Michael Chiklis? Is that the guy's name? He was
Michael Chiklis. Yeah.
He was caught up in the wind. Yep.
See, I'm waiting to get the movie on like 4K, but there's the DVD of it, and then it is on Blu-ray, but I want to get the 4K of it, so I'm just holding off until I can get that.
For a good 4K.
And the DVD's the latch again.
I got rid of that years because it was a UK one anyway, so I can't even watch it here. So fuck it, I'm sure it'll come out at some point, but even now I'm like, I don't know.
That was another
That's Paul Anderson, right?
Back and forth.
Yeah.
So that's like, you know, like he did
Event Horizon as well. Event Horizon was fucking awesome.
That was super awesome.
And that was a flop too.
Yeah, that was a flop.
Yeah, I'm like, what's wrong with people? It's like the movies do make money are usually utter shit. You know. So, Strange Days is another one. That's even hard to find now. I actually have it on VHS still because like you can't really find it anywhere. That like. It occasionally shows up on streaming and then disappears. It was Catherine Bigelow who did Point Break. Like this movie should have been massive. It was really cool, quite a dark story as well.
Yeah. Very dark.
And then it kind of just disappeared, and it was all millennial stuff coming up to the millennium and everything. And then Ralph Fiennes was cool in it.
It was too weird, maybe.
It wasn't a mainstream movie. Yeah, isn't there like a wide rape scene in it or something too?
Well, yeah, and then she's seeing it from
the perspective
herself
right,
because of the way that they did the mind stuff or the technology.
Isn't it like a licensing thing that's holding that one up or something?
Probably,
like who owns the rights to a certain part of it or whatever? Because that was huge in the 90s. Like multiple studios would get involved, and then now that we want boutique releases, they're like, we got to get approval from 5 studios to even get a movie out, which sucks.
Yeah. Johnny Mnemonic was another one.
I almost wore that shirt tonight because I got that one.
And I will be honest. Yeah, this one sucks. I
was not that impressed.
Yeah, but
it's got a talking dolphin in it. Come on, man.
And Dolph Lundgren's in it. But I have the Japanese cut. I just haven't had time to watch it yet, and I hear that's a much better version. So I need to give it a watch. But this one deserved to feel it was too fucking out there for mainstream audience. Definitely. Does anybody actually like it?
I like it. It is, to me, that is like the epitome of the 90s when I watched that movie. It's like this is what everyone thought we were gonna get later on, and it even has
all poor and sad.
Like it is the start of cryptocurrency with this. The way he has to transfer data into his head, snap a picture of an image, not words, and that's how you unlock the information he's carrying in his brain. That's fucking the crypto lock, whatever you want to call it, the blockchain. That's what they're doing now. Dolph Lundgren's a badass in that as the preacher.
He always is.
Dude, that's awesome. That's another one with it's Ice-T. Yeah. Ice-T is at the end of it. I love that they drop cars directly on top of the cops because they're fucking with them from the giant crane. And it's got a psychic dolphin. I think that's where it loses most people is the psychic dolphin.
I think Charlie may have convinced me it's good.
Now we need to watch it again.
Because I was sitting here listening, I was like, that all sounds really good. I'm like, and then
all stuff I like seeing.
And this is before Matrix. This feels like something that would have led into Neo because Keanu Reeves is selling it all. You get an android. You get the girl from Starship Troopers, Dizzy.
Dina Meyer.
Dina Meyer is in this movie. Dude, that's definitely one that I kind of get, but for me personally, I love Johnny Mnemonic.
Okay. You did a good job tonight, Charlie. That you earned your volunteer pay.
Thank you.
So
you can stay up the top for now.
You can stay up the top. I'm gonna rewatch Johnny Mnemonic, and if it's trash, I'm gonna destroy you.
Yeah, you can stay in a bomb forever.
That's fine. That's fine. Just remember who bought your movie today, Jay, man. That's just saying,
I appreciate that. No, but I think you may have convinced me because firstly, Dolph Lundgren's already in it, so it doesn't take that much. But you did mention a lot of good things.
I'm gonna watch that Japanese cut for sure.
I got because we uploaded it on our library. I need to watch that version.
Me too.
Excited to see that, and I think that's going to be good because I know the other one so well. I should be able to see the differences from the Japanese cut to the regular theatrical one.
Is there samurai in the Japanese cut? I'm just checking.
Well, it's all. I think it's Japanese. It's the Japanese mafia that are Johnny's a courier, So they upload the info into his brain, and I want to say it's like a Japanese mafia that he gets it tied up into with. I'm pretty sure there's a scene with swords.
Okay.
If I remember.
I saw it in the theater. I remember being disappointed that.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I need to give it a rewatch, maybe both versions at some point, but someday. What else? Joe, one I was looking up, which didn't make its money back, which was a surprise, was True Romance. That only made 12 million.
Yeah.
That's probably a pretty rough movie for people. Like, what's his name? Gandolfini beats the living hell. Really badly. Not enough fun, cool.
And the weird thing is now it has a cult following, so now it doesn't feel as much of a flop as it actually was.
But it was a great movie. It's Tony Scott. I mean, Tony Scott was amazing.
Oh yeah,
definitely gone too soon. It looks beautiful. One of the best casts of all time.
It probably is the best cast of all time. It's
like every single awesome person is in this movie. Yeah. And Brad Pitt's hilarious, and it's Floyd.
He's great.
Send to me, man.
He smoked the letter.
Yeah.
He goes, I didn't know you're coming for you. Floyd smoked the letter.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation was so awful. I really like the first Mortal Kombat. Over to you, J-Man.
Okay, look. Ninja are falling out of the sky. I don't know what movie everyone's watching. I want whatever everybody says. Oh, it's cheesy effects. Okay, but now I'm going to counter it with there's ninjas falling out of the sky.
Any other argument is invalid.
Yeah, it's like, and I thought Sonya was. I do like Bridget Wilsoner, but I like this Sonya a lot in part 2. She was awesome.
Sandra Hess.
Sandra Hess.
She was a stunt woman.
She's married to. I think she's married to. I was going to say Captain Archer. What's the guy's name? Scott Bakula.
Scott Bakula, yeah.
I think she's married to Scott Bakula. Because I looked her up once and I was like, why is Captain Archer? He's not in Mortal Kombat.
We also got like Cyrax and all them guys in that one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Those guys were awesome.
And they turn into monsters, which is really outrageously stupid, but I don't know what you want. Like,
I know Dustin had to bounce off here, but he champions that movie constantly whenever it comes up. He's like, I love Annihilation. Also, Brian Thompson.
Yeah, Brian Thompson.
Come on, he makes
He's
the
awesome bad
guy.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
and our buddy Ajax, James Remar or whatever.
James Remar is Raiden. Yeah,
if he's in a movie, it's automatically awesome because
he makes everything better.
Yeah, because I just pretend it's Ajax. I'm like, oh, Ajax grew up and then he became Raiden. That's like so awesome.
Oh, I was sort of like, I watched something with him the other day. Robo Warriors, please tell me you've seen that movie.
Yeah,
fucking awesome.
It's in my Vinegar Syndrome cart right now as we speak. I'm just waiting to get enough to
get out of my head because me and Dustin were looking at. He sent me the trailer and I went, "How have I never seen this?"
Yeah,
so we were getting it on Vinegar, and then you posted about it, Owen, and I'm like, what is going on right now?"
James Liu is one of the main villains, and James Tolkien.
Yeah. And I'm like, I grew up living and breathing like Robot Jocks.
Robot Jocks. It's in that kind of era of those movies.
I'm like, how did this get by me? Like, I need that movie. I'm gonna get it. But,
going back to Mortal Kombat, I was in Walmart the other day and I had the DVD set and it was like Mortal Kombat, the 1995 one, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and then Mortal Kombat, the new one. And I was waiting to get the Blu-ray or 4K of Mortal Kombat, but this packaging glowed in the dark, and I was like, well, I can't not buy it. It goes in the dark. So I bought it.
Well, obviously.
I always take out my DVDs in pitch black so I can drop them and fall.
Yeah, I mean, like,
now that it glows in the dark, I can see what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. I bought the Matrix movies. The Matrix movies last year was glow in the dark, and I was like, well, no, I was going to get the 4K, but the 4K doesn't glow in the dark. Sorry.
I think I got the Matrix 4Ks already, but it doesn't come with. Is there 4? How many Matrix are there?
4, 5, including the Animatrix.
So I think my thing doesn't have the newest movie, which was absolute piss.
I got the Blu-ray that has the 3, so I just stuck with it.
The 3 are okay, even though part 1's awesome. The other 2 are
part 1's awesome.
Okay.
Part 3, just watch the mech fight.
Yeah, that fight is cool.
That is the best thing in the entire movie.
Yeah. Other movies, which were non-action movies that flop, like A Simple Plan, which we watched a while ago.
That was awesome.
That was a brilliant movie.
Yeah, The Shawshank Redemption and The Big Lebowski were flops as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell was wrong with people in the 90s?
I know.
We saw Big Lebowski in the theater. I think Sean may have come with. I don't know if you came, but I went with I think I went with Skullman to that possibly. When did Big Lebowski?
Lebowski?
When did Lebowski come out?
I think 90.
It's
Not
90s.
90.
So maybe you know what? Maybe it was maybe it wasn't
Skullman wasn't there either.
He wasn't there. So it was somebody weird who I went with, who I don't go with normally, and I was like, but we both liked it. I thought it was Skullman for some reason, but
yeah, Shawshank got beat by Forrest Gump at the Oscars.
Yes.
I mean, Shawshank is known now as like amazing, probably way better.
Top IMDb movie is Shawshank Redemption. Top rated movie is Shawshank.
Yeah. Well, it's not better than Mortal Kombat Annihilation,
but like Office Space is a legendary movie. You know,
right?
Yeah.
But Forrest Gump did well. People liked Forrest Gump though. Like,
but it's part of that whole like everyone's trying to be mentally challenged, and it's like,
look, I'm acting. I'm acting right now.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape came out around the same time.
They all went full retard. You don't go full retard, whatever.
I hate that title, man. I'm almost like, I think that's like it should be a horror movie. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Why is it this?
It's such a pretentious title for a movie.
It doesn't. Like, now the movie's depressing as fuck. Don't get me wrong, but you know they got to cut Mama out of the house and use a crane. That shit's kind of dark when it gets into.
Oh, is that what it's? I never seen it. Oh, it's just like she just keeps eating food or whatever.
I watched it. You know, but yeah, Leo went full.
He's fantastic though. He is good in it though. So
he's good, but it's not Leo. You know what I mean? Like he's gone in that movie. Depp is okay, but he's almost too like he's missing black hair to be full emo goth.
Yeah,
it's kind of what that's leading up to in that movie. But yeah.
God, was Darkman a dud at the box office? Darkman. I love all three Darkman movies.
Probably was
absolutely
a dud. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. But I also don't think it had the fanfare behind it anyway.
No.
Like there wasn't a big push.
Am I right that it wasn't actually from an existing comic book? It was just made for.
No, it's his own thing.
Sam Raimi wanted what was it? He wanted to make
The Shadow, I think.
The Shadow.
The Shadow. That's what it was. Yeah, we did this. And they wouldn't let him. So he created his own Shadow with a mix of, you know, like Universal Monster flavor to it.
Yeah.
And then did Darkman. And then all the other ones went straight to VHS.
Siskel and Ebert loved Darkman. They were dying over it. They're like, this was super neat and very interesting, well shot.
It was great. Yeah, great score by Danny Elfman. I mean, it's Liam Neeson. Take the fucking elephant. I mean, come on.
I want the pink elephant.
But that's another one like J-Man's talking about that. Even if it was popular, it would have never made a ripple as far as you know critics and stuff like that.
No, it has become a cult classic though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. One I'm sitting here thinking about, we were talking is Broken Arrow.
That
was like
saw that in the theater. We're like,
was that a flop?
It flopped.
I thought that was a hit.
Crazy, man.
Yeah. Really, because it's fucking classic.
No, it's all.
But
you know what?
I think it did flop, bro.
Ask most people, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I kind of remember that." Like most people don't even go back and rewatch it again.
That movie is etched in my soul. Like the music is one of the best scores of all time.
I've got the CD of that, of course. So it made 150 million on a budget of 50 million. So, but I think it's perceived as. Charlie, I think you're right. I think it is perceived as it didn't do that well. I think they thought because of the people behind it. See, this is the Kevin Costner thing. Yeah, it made money, but it should have made more. Like nobody thought that Darkman should have made more, or Tank Girl, or what Shadow and Rocketeer. Like nobody thought, oh, Rocketeer, that's gonna be a fucking $300 million movie right there. But I think they thought, what? Christian Slater, super badass.
John Travolta,
super badass.
Who was hot all of a sudden again.
Yeah,
he was right at that moment. Yeah, so there was no. It wasn't a blockbuster. I guess that would be another way to look at it.
Yeah, Samantha Mathis. Yes.
Oh God, dude, she had that girl next door look in that movie.
She was in that. What was that singing movie where she was the guitar playing? She was the cowgirl. So she's like, oh, what the hell is it called? That thing is that thing. No. I don't know. She's in a movie where she looked good on the cover. I always remember.
Well, there's that thing you do, but she was in Pump Up the Volume with Christian Slater.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Yeah. No, but she's not the singer. But anyways, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always
Hard Rain tanked big time.
Hard Rain did.
Hard Rain,
that was a flop. Yeah,
$70 million budget and $19 million in the box office. So.
Yeah, and it was awesome. Was that our first ever live stream? Was that? Yeah.
Yeah, they did that, and then you had what was it? Chain Reaction, another
Chain Reaction.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That one tanked. That one wasn't bad.
It was blown away. I get a bomb.
See what you did there, John.
The thing called Love. Thing Called Love is the Samantha Mathis movie.
Oh, okay.
What, Blown Away?
Blown Away was destroyed by Speed. I mean, Speed destroyed.
Yeah, and also Tommy Lee Jones is the worst Irish accent I've ever heard. It's like it's just a fucking Lucky Charms commercial. Yeah. It's terrible. It was so bad. Like, have you seen me, Patty Gold?
It's also like, the longest car chase disarm a bomb at the end of it. I like the movie. Don't get me wrong, but
I can't watch it because of his accent. So because I am of Irish descent, I'm like, fuck off with that accent.
Irish accent in The Devil's Own is pretty bad as well.
Yeah, that's just a terrible movie anyway. But which I won't go into here because there's political things. Oh my God. But yeah, no, that movie sucked.
Blown Away was 52 million on a budget of 28. So
I was really disappointed. Looking forward to that one. I actually bought the novelization and read it before I
of what Blown Away.
Blown Away.
Oh wow!
There was a movie. I don't know if it was the 90s. It might have been early 2000s, but it was called The Hunted with Tommy Lee Jones and Benicio del Toro. That was a flop. That's a fucking amazing movie.
I got that on 4K.
Yeah,
that one came out, dude. That movie is amazing.
That's an awesome movie. Yeah. Oh, we should talk about that at some point. Then that was a good one.
Oh, absolutely. Because that's one of those that I love to watch. Like if you watch The Fugitive and then you watch U.S. Marshals, then watch The Hunted. That's like a perfect
it's like a trilogy
of movies that are just amazing.
Yeah, J-Man loves Solo.
What year was it?
What's that? Sorry, Sean?
97.
Solo, Mario Van Peebles.
Mario Van Peebles.
I love Solo. Yeah.
He's like getting out of the way of those.
It is really good, but if you watch it again, you're kind of like, oh, okay, I get it. I know why it flopped.
Well, that's wrong. Because
first of all, time you watched it, J-Man? Because mine was just a few months ago.
It doesn't matter. It's awesome. Look, okay. First of all, Bill Sadler's in there, so and then he becomes an evil robot at the end. That's cool.
Bill Sadler at the end.
On his arm.
I love
yes.
Solo rocks, exactly. No, you know what I like? Where he's like, I don't have a heart. Hearts are for living. He goes, she's like, if your brain is in your chest, then where's your heart? He's like, I don't have a heart. Hearts are for living creatures. But she's like, but you are alive. That's so nice. I always thought it was just like so nice. Like, yeah, I am alive. I like the robots. I
love it when Johnny Five said the same fucking thing.
Yeah, Johnny. Okay. You want to hear a controversial statement? Johnny Five is not as cool as Mario Van Peebles. There's no effing way.
Nobody is as cool as Mario Van Peebles.
Yeah,
the version of Johnny Five in Short Circuit 2 when he gets took over by the punk.
That's cool. Yeah,
and then it goes, I don't need I need a hero playing as he Tarzan yells to grab the guy on the speedboat. That is up there with Mario Van Peebles, sir.
No, no.
He's cleaning out battery acid and dying at the exact same time.
He's look. Johnny Five's okay. I liked him as a kid, but then I thought, I don't know.
I haven't seen them in years. I like literally since like the 90s. The Short Circuit movies.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Is better than part one. Part one's too much love story.
Yeah, I always liked part two. I remember. Yeah,
part two is my favorite one. That was they get locked in the freezer. They have to play the music to get out of the thing.
That was all Fisher Stevens, all right? Like it was,
Fisher Stevens.
That was all the questionable Fisher Stevens.
Yeah, right. So that
I didn't even know. I didn't even know that until I was older that he wasn't like Indian.
I didn't realize it was the guy in Hackers. I'm like, that's the same guy.
No, I didn't know he wasn't Indian either. I think someone's like, that guy's not Indian. I'm like, he's literally Indian. I have evidence. I've got 2 movies.
There's 2 movies.
It's not just one movie where you could just say it was a coincidence. There's 2.
Doesn't he
give him the Oscars? Okay, just give him the Oscars. He fooled everyone.
He's like,
but doesn't he have
shoe polish, sir? Yeah.
Doesn't he have the best line ever though, where he says, "I am standing here beside myself."
The 80s and 90s were a different time, boys.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't get away with that now. Yeah.
You wouldn't get away with making a fun movie anymore.
No, exactly, because some cunt's going to be offended.
Damn, Owen, 2 for 2 tonight, bud.
The ultimate one. The ultimate.
Turbulence. I remember the first one being all right. Yeah, I haven't seen the sequels, but I remember it being pretty good. I always like Ray Liotta. He was always good.
Part 3 is a blast because it's heavy metal in the air. Yeah. And it's kind of a horror movie.
Wasn't No Escape a flop?
Yes.
Remember we talked about that. We talked about that, right? No Escape was great too. Yeah, Mark Campbell.
Love that one.
So, I think that's all sort of the major ones. One thing I want to just go back to about Cutthroat Island, which we never mentioned. I believe that bankrupted the entire studio, didn't it? And it kind of really put a halt to Rennie Harlan's career, because I loved Rennie Harlan. And then he hadn't done it for a while, but then he came back with Deep Blue Sea, which I fucking love. I love.
Yeah,
it's a great movie.
Third one's actually okay as well. Second one's terrible, but the third one was all right.
I never made it to the third one. If you say it's okay, I may try. But after two, I went, oh god.
No, it's the second one's pants. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I like the third one.
You're never going to top Sam Jackson getting eaten out of nowhere.
No, mid-speech. Nobody saw that coming at him in this year. We're like, oh, fuck. No, that was good. All right, well, we'll wrap it up there, because I know G-Man turns into a pumpkin in about 10 seconds. When
I paused it. So
you're all right then. Well, we'll end it up there anyway. So next week, we're going to talk Nobody 2, because we were going to do a few weeks ago, but we didn't. But now we are. So if anybody can think of any flops that we forgot about that are action related, I think we covered a lot of the main ones. But comment below and let us know, and we'll see, because we can only cover so many, and we're middle aged and have to go to bed.
Well, and actually, our memories are terrible. It's like Memento. Eventually, we'll be like, you know what's a really bad flop was Waterworld. Yeah, Waterworld. Yeah, what
we should talk about that.
How did we not talk about Waterworld?
Didn't that star that Kevin Costigan guy?
Kevin Costigan. That's why his name is Costa, because he cost a lot. He made all of his movies cost a lot.
I remember he was called that, Kevin Costa, wasn't he called that? I think. Yeah.
Cost a lot. Cost a lot.
I just wanted to end. The biggest action cinema crime of the 90s was in 1991 when a movie called The Perfect Weapon came out. It did not make Jeff Speakman a star.
Listen,
that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
I did a Perfect Weapon is the greatest film ever made video. And like I had to take it down because I just said, let me just play this entire intro.
Listen, I love martial arts movies from the get-go, but that was when I went to see his movie on opening night, I was like, I want to do what he does. And I walked into the karate studio the next day.
No, dude, Perfect Weapon is absolutely perfect. Like
it doesn't need the perfect weapon.
Fire. Yeah, like everyone played that song. I don't care. You went home, you're like, I'm playing that song. And then you're falling on your ass and you're doing shitty like lame punches and all that.
We did demos all the time to that. I was like, do we have to do demos so I got the power? I got to stop doing it because it's like, yeah.
Before we go, I think there was one more. I don't know if it was a flop, but it's fucking terrible. Speed 2, following on from our previous live stream.
Well, there's a reason.
Yeah, that's one of the movies that's actually one of the worst films I've ever seen. I hated that fucking movie. I remember laughing hysterically in the cinema. I remember my mum was sitting next to me, and when that boat was crashing at the end, I think we were talking about this at the speech stream a few weeks ago. Yeah, and we were just like laughing. We're like, why won't this end? It just kept going on and on and on. And it was like, oh god.
I can say it's better to go back to now and laugh at it as you're watching, because you're not expecting it to be Speed. Now you're just watching it going, this is so fucking stupid. I love it. That's kind of what happens now on a rewatch.
Yeah, it's probably not so super duper awful, but Speed is a 10 out of 10 mega masterpiece. That's the problem. And this other one's like, whoa, this is like a big mega step down. Like what happened?
Compare. You're actually just watching the ridiculous. It's a movie called Speed, and the boat is going slower than anything. That happened.
They should have just called the movie Cruise Control and not Speed 2, and just honestly, a separate movie, and it probably works better then.
Because Willem Dafoe is actually really good in that movie.
Like, he was good. Really like, it had its moments, but it just comparing it to Speed, you're like, what would this shouldn't have happened? It was like. No. There's certain movies that didn't need sequels, and Speed was one of them. It worked as one movie because it also, as I said last week in the speech stream or whenever we did it, that it ruined the end of the movie of Speed, because then Sandra Bullock and Keanu didn't get together permanently, and she gets together with the guy with no personality. And you're like, great.
Jason Patrick's horrible in part 2. Like,
I mean, he's done some good stuff since, like, he did The Lost Boys, of course, which is classic stuff like that.
He's a bad actor in this. Like
in this movie,
he's not even
so
there.
Yeah,
he didn't want to be there, I don't think.
No,
either.
The problem was everybody wanted it to be Keanu Reeves, and Keanu very wisely did not come back. I know they are talking about maybe doing a third one, but just leave it.
No, we don't need it. Leave it as it is.
Move on.
leave legacy sequels alone. Like and like the Rambo prequel they're working on. I'm like, nobody wants to see that. Nobody's asking for that.
We didn't ask for that, man.
Well, I watch it probably, but but you know, we can dump all over it if needs be, or be like, wait a minute, I'm proven wrong. So this is the 1st of October 2025. So we think it's going to be a waste of time. Let's see whenever a movie comes out if we're right. So we'll see.
I like that.
All right, let's wrap it up there. Does anybody have anything cool coming up?
We got the month of horror getting ready to start because we're rolling right into October. So we kick it off with Basket Case, which is awesome 80s goodness.
I've never seen those movies, Basket Case movies.
Dude.
Oh, they're still on the they're on the shared
thing. They're on the drive, but they are also, I found out they're on Tubi for some reason.
Nice.
They're all on that. But part 1, if you want to just stop there, it's a perfect ending movie. Part 2, you gotta be okay with them going a little bit nuts, and part 3, they just shouldn't have made. So I can tell you that much right now, but it's a lot of fun. And then we did we're kicking B action off with Werewolves from 2024 with
Frank Grillo. That was good fun. Yeah.
Yep, a lot of fun. Machine guns and werewolves. It's like peanut butter and jelly. All right, that's it. They just go together.
The only thing I didn't like about the movie was too much lens flare. Like there's lens flare all the time, and I was like, why is there? Yeah.
I like Operation Blood Hunt.
What was it?
I haven't seen that Operation Blood Hunt.
I liked it. That was a pretty cool movie, and practical werewolf effects in that one too. That was pretty cool.
Wait, maybe was Thomas Jane in that one?
No, it was Jonathan Rhys Meyers and some Asian chick that kicked a lot of ass. Louis Mandler directed it. I mean, it's a very cool movie.
We did watch Project Wolf Hunt and realized there's no werewolves in that movie.
Yeah, there's no werewolves in that movie.
That was a movie we're all watching going, I think there's too much blood. Am I wrong? And everyone else was like, no, I think you're right. There's way too much. Like, I didn't think it was possible, but that movie kind of pushed the line a little bit.
That was like the Conan remake they did, where like people would just like explode in blood as soon as they like fell over or something.
Right.
Like oh, you're like, what? I barely touched it.
I kind of want to see a movie that's just laying into that as the joke. That's what I would like to see.
Yeah, just they're like just like explode. Yeah,
that was Riccio that I watched the other day, Jay.
That was awesome. I've got that in Blu-ray. That was a great movie. Yeah,
it just goes nuts.
It's fucking nuts.
I think the first time where the guy shoved razor blades and then slapped his face and the razor blades were coming out, I was like, oh, they've made something for me. If you look at the DVD I got, if you look at the back, it says "Made for Jason." I was like stunned. I'm like, that's a coincidence. That's a weird.
I have heard that. My jaw dropped whenever the old man pulls out a hand plane out of his pants and he's a prisoner. I'm like, why do you even have that? And then they hand plane the front of his face off. I'm like, what am I watching? What just happened?
Yeah, you can. Okay, I found this out. Whatever questions you have. If you watch that movie and you have questions, the answer is because it's awesome.
Well, I got that.
Seriously, test that theory. Say like, why is that guy? Oh, because it's awesome. Oh shit, that's
you can answer a valid point. There you go.
That fix a lot of things. Thanks.
Yeah. All right, we will wrap it up there then, guys. So join us next week, and we'll be discussing Nobody 2, which also was a flop, I may add, for some reason, because it came and went, and it was on digital, like a week later or something.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
2 weeks. Man, we're talking about it because we were both like, we should go try to see it. You know, he was going to go see it, and I was going to go see it. And all of a sudden, oh, never mind, it's streaming now. I'm like,
and they wonder why movies don't make money anymore. I was like, well, you should have at least 3 months between theatrical and like digital release.
They can't make money at that. Like,
no,
it's stupid now.
Yep. Anyway. Join us next week, same time, 8 p.m. EST, and we're going to be talking Nobody 2. And thank you all for watching. Remember, if you are watching, you are the Action Elite.